to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Javi Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. On the move, it's Marshall. There he goes! When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got him back on their heels.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route.
Joker.
Underwood. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, That's a bad break for the offense early.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Here's Underwood to throw. Might be looking to run. He'll throw it. Grabs it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it along the sideline. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from, and great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route. knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Run inside. It's Marshall. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Hansen. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Beck.
And those
snags it, and there's running room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Tempo and overdrive.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Beck. That's caught. It's Sowell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Running to the left. There's a crease. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Throwing, Underwood. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're going to run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Underwood takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Hansen. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Sends it back in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's going to run it. 1st down and more. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then
Breaks into the open, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Throwing, Underwood. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Ducks with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. Finding some room. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Johnson.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back has it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running inside, it's Hansen.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hansen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Becht. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to take off. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They feed him again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Here's Peoples. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move them back. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's back. Can't find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
He might want another play. Play fake, Underwood. Throwing right. It's complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
214 close. 214 close.
Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Makes a pass to Marker. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Marshall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work back in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might have a chance. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got a man, it's Hansen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The hand to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's Underwood to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Oh, he's got some space. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Not a little grass. They make the stop, but not before the change move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Number 22, set to kick it off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking for space, it's Hansen. Makes him talk to the hand. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,